Welcome back, you lovely meat sack. I was in the shower thinking about that one for a minute. So it is day four. I've just passed the 4 day mark, 96 hours. So if you can't tell, my brain's a little foggy at the moment. It's been quite a struggle today to be able to make it through. Um, Actually, the first part of my day, I woke up, I slept terrible. I was up every 90 minutes, and just tossing and turning. I was having swelling in my hands and feet, and yeah, it was not comfortable. Not that I had to go, I think I only had to go to the bathroom once at a pee. And I've been drinking a decent amount of water. Um, but yeah, so that was that. So I got myself up. I knew just from what I've read and everything that I should go and get moving. So I went to the gym, and I did like a very light, like warm up and just kind of like a light, weight exercise just to get like all my lymph stuff going. And then I actually felt pretty good after that. Um, I ended up coming back, doing a little bit of work at the house. Nothing strenuous. And then I decided I was actually gonna try to go make this video a couple hours ago. Um, I was not really feeling well. I was just kind of low energy, and I was just like, I don't want to make this video. Like, who cares? Like, nobody's watching this anyways. It's just me. But that's exactly why I need to make it, is because it's just us watching. So we're making it 5 days. If one other person watches this and gets inspired, then I've done my job here on Earth, of like inspiring somebody. So, anyways, so I did a light rollerblade. We press the inline, not the 2-2, but the inline. I used to play hockey. Um, I took a skate to the park, and I was gonna record there, like a couple of my last videos. But man, it was crowded. And there were a lot of people there, a lot of kids, a lot of yelling. So the volume, as it's already terrible enough, would have been atrocious. I already put, my viewers through enough. So, anyways, so I went there, but I just sat for a while and I kind of watched people. Did a little bit of like spiritual work on myself, did some praying. And I actually felt better after that. So I had already passed my 96-hour mark. So like technically, this is like day four, and tomorrow's day five, but we're already like into day five technically. As far as like how many hours it's been since I've eaten, like we're at the start of day five now. Um, but yeah, I had a good time at the park. I was just kind of watching people and just kind of put a lot of things in perspective. And one of the things that it put in perspective was I was super frustrated that like I'm like looking at my skin, and like even the last fast that I did, which was 36 hour I'm sorry, like 76 hours, and it was the one I had mentioned earlier where I was in a healing retreat and stuff. Like my skin looks so good after that, and I'm just like, I feel worse today physically than I did yesterday. And it's just, I have a theory, and my theory is that I think that I have some kind of maybe candida, maybe some kind of yeast infection, some kind of small intestinal, um, whatever, the SIBO or SIFO, all that stuff, something in my gut. And I don't think that I'll be able to fix this. I know I said I wanted to fast for as long as it takes to fix this. I don't think I'm going to be able to fix this with one fast. I think this is going to take a lot of effort. I'm going to have to do some refeeding, and like really nail that down. I'm trying to figure out right now, what kind of schedule I want to do. Do I want to do? Um, Here's what I'm thinking. I definitely don't want to eat more than once per day. I feel like that's what's gonna help me the best. Keep my if it's insulin resistance, what I'm dealing with, if it's anything, if I have cancer, if I have MS. Like I said, I'm not going to the doctor. I just have known that there's something wrong with me for like the last year, and I think and I caught it just in the nick of time before it you know, made things very bad for me. Um, so, it's a little scary going out on my own. But eventually, once I get my health to a place where I feel like, I'm certainly improving and whatnot, I will entertain at least getting maybe like my blood drawn by someone that I trust to have markers. But until then, I'm just going based on pure gut because my gut, that's funny, gut, but my gut has always been right, and this video is gonna end up being a little bit longer. I'm sorry, uh, but I realized today that I have so much fear, anger, and frustration pent up inside me. And so here's the thing, guys: when you fast, you have to face it head on. And thank God that I have been doing a lot of inner work, and I've been ready. I had a feeling that this was gonna happen. And boy, but it still comes, it like punches you in the face. I mentioned in a previous video that it's like sometimes you don't know where the trauma is coming from. I'm actually starting to really be able to pinpoint where some of the trauma is coming from. And I'll give you a good example, right? So earlier, I was in the park, and I told you I wanted to make my video, and there were kids screaming and stuff, and I was like, I felt myself getting frustrated, and I asked myself why, because at my core, I want kids to have fun. I want everybody to have fun, so I'm not frustrated at the kids. Like there's nothing that they're doing. So I asked myself again, like, why am I feeling this way, right? And I had to ask myself, and the question answered itself where I was feeling this way because I wanted to make my video and I wanted something my way. So that was my answer, that like I was feeling that way because something in me said that like I need to feel this way. Like I need to make this video because this is what I need to do and I had this plan. And it made me realize it like immediately put me back into school. And I remember being triggered so much in school because, I was able to get work done early and stuff. And I always got told, like, sit down, be quiet, like, don't read, don't do any of this stuff. And, I just remember being so resentful for that. Just like, oh, I gotta listen to somebody else, and I started laughing about it. Just like what a silly thing, and I just was like, I'll just make a video when I get home. Like, who cares? Maybe the sound quality will be better. Look, I'm already making a longer video, but I don't know, it's just a funny thing how I was able to kind of pinpoint that. I'm like, wow, like all this trauma that we keep up inside, and I'm starting to think that, no matter what you eat, no matter what food you eat, like if you are carnivore, if you're a vegetarian, if you eat McDonald's every day, you probably shouldn't eat McDonald's every day, but there's a whole documentary on that you can go check out. Um, no matter what you eat, like I am starting to realize though that I think we eat way too much. And I've been watching a lot of lectures and things, and I think our gut is something that we all as people need to talk about more. And encourage each other because I think there's such a stigma still around like, oh, like, first of all, like with fasting, like, oh, you shouldn't fast, like you're gonna die. Like, listen, I'm like 100 hours plus fasting at this point, and I'm not gonna die. I promise you. I'm actually really looking forward to sleeping tonight. I'm gonna watch some stuff. Like it's gonna be. I'm taking it easy for sure, but I'm not gonna die. But I had to do this for myself to figure out if that was true because there was a part of me that was like, maybe I'm gonna die. You know. Luckily, I'm not gonna die. Um, but it's just funny the perspectives that you get on things, when you like cleanse your system. Um, Anyways, at this point, I feel like I'm just rambling a little bit. I'm gonna wrap it up here. I'm very excited to. I'm gonna do day 5 tomorrow, and then I'm gonna go to sleep. And then I'm gonna eat sometime on what would be day 6, basically. Might be in the afternoon, but my goal was to make it to 120 hours, and then it's become now I want to do 5 5 nights. Like I want to sleep 5 nights. So this will actually put me at 6. So it's just something I want to try. I want to see, if I get a little extra benefit with my skin healing, things like that. But what I'll do is I'll make the next video, document like the end of it and everything, and then it may take me a few days, but I'm gonna do a follow-up video just to let you know like how I feel after refeeding, what my plan is gonna be. And screw it, man. We'll just continue the journey, even if it's just like 5 of us, following along. Like we can all inspire each other, right? They say one man can change the world, so I'm just one man. Let's change the world, right? All right. Well, see you guys on the next one.